The recipient of the Distinguished Staff Award, Kathy Wainman.
Kathy's career at Kwantlen began in 1990 when she was hired as an admissions assistant. Through her strong work ethic and can-do attitude, she recently retired as Kwantlen's manager of registration systems after 23 years of service. Kathy is one of Kwantlen's unsung heroes, and I know there are others of you out there today. She has been instrumental in scheduling all of Kwantlen's sections and an expert at squeezing our programming into Kwantlen's physical spaces. Without her, no class would have been scheduled, no faculty would be timetabled, and no student could have ever graduated. Without her strong commitment to finding a way to make it all fit together, the entire university calendar would have ground to an abrupt halt. Working quietly away behind the scenes, Kathy was a master of her domain. She was the scheduling guru to whom everyone turned for answers. Seeing the big picture clearly, she managed to accommodate 4,700 sections annually into Kwantlen's 161 classrooms, 117 labs, and other teaching spaces. I think that's a round of applause right there. At 20 to 35 seats per class, that equates to about 139,000 individual seats scheduled every year. That is a lot of students to be in Kathy's debt. Always the innovator, she identified, evaluated, and applied a number of software updates which vastly improved the efficiency of Kwantlen's scheduling processes during her tenure. Finally, before leaving for her retirement, she created and activated a succession plan and mentored her team so well that we barely noticed that she had quietly left us. Kathy is a positive, caring person who exemplifies the spirit of the tireless runner in her support to our students, staff, faculty, and administrators. We could not have gone so far, so fast, so successfully without her. Thank you, Kathy, and congratulations.
Go. Okay, for those that know me, I'm not one for standing up in front of people, let alone this amount of people, so bear with me, but I do have a few thank yous. Thank you, Sandra, for your kind words. I also like to thank my co-workers and colleagues and friends who supported this nomination that I'm receiving today. I also would like to thank Kwantlen for hiring me, for one, but for the many years of support, the changes, but the continued growth and support that they've given employees. It has been a wonderful place to work. I value all the people I've met, worked with faculty, staff, and administrators. It has been an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, and thank you, Sandra. So we have another award recipient. I just want to check, is Ron here? Ron McEwen? Oh, perfect, excellent. All righty. So I'd like to invite Kathy Anderson to say a few words about the recipient of the Distinguished Teaching Award. And Ron, if you could come up to the stage as well, please. Thank you. Oh, sorry to interrupt you from your dinner.
Good afternoon. It is my sincere pleasure to speak to you about Ron McEwen, this year's recipient of the Distinguished Teaching Award. Ron began his teaching career in 1979 and retired in November of 2012, providing student-centered teaching and leadership for over 32 years, the longest serving instructor in the Faculty of Trades and Technology. It'll be interesting to see how long he extends that record because he has come back part-time to teach as well. Ron's passion for providing career education in trades to all students led to his proposal of a new high school partnership initiative providing welding and life skills training for at-risk students. This pilot program proved so successful, and from it a model was established for high school dual credit programs throughout the province, now called ACET. Words from Ron's colleagues, Al Samal and Bob Hiltz, equally exceptional instructors, stated that Ron has been a powerful and positive influence in hundreds of young lives. Students consider him a friend and mentor. Ron was also instrumental in facilitating opportunities for his students through Skills Canada, an organization that actively promotes the perfection of skills in trades and technologies via competitions, starting regionally and extending internationally. Ron has facilitated his students attending these by raising funds for them, by grooming them, mentoring them, and providing ongoing support. Ron remains associated with Skills Canada and has been involved in the national championships this morning and this week being held in Vancouver. Ron was continuously involved in industry associations to ensure currency and quality of the welding curriculum. Ron developed provincial curriculum and was involved in the vetting of provincial and Red Seal exams. In the community, Ron and his wife Ingrid, truly a dynamic duo, have given their time as soccer coaches, referee coordinators, and in other roles for over 20 years. He was also a Boy Scout leader. Student success, supportive instruction, and mentoring have been the hallmarks of Ron McEwen's teaching career that involved countless hours beyond those in the classroom. Congratulations, Ron, on an award so well deserved.
Thank you very much for this, this award. I really, really appreciate it. I really have enjoyed my time with Douglas College, Kwantlen University College. It's been a wonderful wind down to my career. I have thoroughly enjoyed working in the department at Cloverdale, the department at Newton Centre. The individuals I've had to work with are outstanding individuals, namely Bob Hiltz, Alan Sumal, a number of people that I don't really know because we all came together from Langley and from Cloverdale, from Newton. I've got to somewhat apologize because I wasn't really expecting to be able to speak today. Usually people don't give me a microphone. You know, I went through this recognition award and I really appreciate it, but nobody gave me a microphone. So I thought today was going to be a similar thing. So I didn't prepare anything. Actually, I just came from BC Place. We have a national skills competition going on, and I don't know if anybody's had a chance to get down there. Oh, I know Wayne Tebb's been down, and Henry, they've been down there. And if you talk to those guys, things are happening down there. It's wonderful to see. I've got to tell you a little anecdote type thing. Talking about microphones, don't give me one. We have a thing down there called Triatrade, and the National Tech Committee is promoting this Triatrade thing. And we've developed this lovely little thing, and I think it was partly Alan Sumal was partly responsible for it. And what the kids are doing, they're getting two little pieces of cold rolled steel flat bar type thing, and we put their initials on there, and we let the kids weld these little things, and then we tack them together so they can take it home with them. The other day there, just yesterday, there was a bunch of little munchkins. You know, they were about knee-high to a grasshopper. And what we have to do, we have to make sure they've got their PPE on. That's personal protective equipment, you know. So there they were standing with their smocks on, their welding helmets, their big gloves. The gloves come down to their elbow and up to their shoulder. And you know, you're there and there's there's 8 stations. So the idea is that we put our hand up when we need another munchkin, and they trot down. And I'm not kidding you, funny as hell, excuse my language. But there they were like little extras from Kismet or probably Star Wars or something, you know, the helmets on the bill is. Where do you go? But yes, it's been lots of fun. I've enjoyed a wonderful career with Kwantlen Polytechnic University. Thoroughly enjoyed working with all the people that I've had to work with. Great bunch of guys. Our deans in the past have been very, very supportive. The time I've had with Skills Canada has been very rewarding. We have had students that represent British Columbia at the, well, actually there's the regional competitions, and then we have the provincial competitions, and then we have the national competitions. And every 2 years we have had international competitions. This year, actually, in I think it's July 2nd, we have a delegation going to Leipzig, Germany, for the international skills competition over there. So it's been a wonderful experience. I've had a wonderful career, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for that opportunity. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Okay, so now to complete our day, we celebrate the Long Service Award winners, starting with our KPU babies, our 10-year service awardees. So if I can ask Colleen McGough-Dean to come to the stage. Colleen will be reading out the awardees. When your name is, when you hear your name, if I could ask you to come up to the stage. And then you'll be going outside for a group photograph. So I'll just pass it on to Colleen.
So as we get started with the 10-year recipients, congratulations again to Kathy and to Ron for contributing so much to Kwantlen. And now our 10-year service recognition recipients. Jacqueline Barron from nursing. Lee Beavington, lab instructor in biology. Zelko Bratic, senior network specialist. Bruce Coombs, computer business systems instructor. Frank Yangtin Fan, fine arts lab technician. Wayne Finsky, philosophy instructor. Patrick Findler, philosophy instructor. Margaret Franz, English language studies. Aisha Hack, educational advisor. Leslie Hemsworth, English language studies. Melinda Hogan, philosophy instructor. Aslan Hunter, creative writing. Alexandra Karapanos, English language studies. Suzanne Kira, English language studies. Steve Coe, English language studies. Janet Lazar, not English language studies. Interlibrarian loan. Pukun Lee, philosophy instructor. Colin McLeod, mathematics. Milana Matic, English language studies. Do we need to get like the whole department up here and just get it over with? Leslie McCannell, School of Business. Teresa Morishita, Applied Program for People with Disabilities. No, Access Program for People with Disabilities. Yolanta Mrochek, English Language Studies. Lots of practice on that one. Debbie Musel, School of Business. Jasmine Owner, Student Recruitment Coordinator. Astrid Upsetmon, chemistry lab instructor. Eva Uvcharchik, marketing instructor. Carl Peterson, say it with me, everybody, English language studies. Michael Pope, fashion. Lee Ritchie, nursing. John Rose, geography. Catherine Schwitzenberg, graduate nurse. Schwitzenberg. Dale Simonson, graphic design for marketing. Nyang So, project leader. Pamela Stadnick, nursing. Farzana Sandurji, production specialist. Melissa Swanek, guess where? English language studies. And Iris Switzer, English language studies. Laurel Tien, nursing. And another very busy person, Teresa Vorslis, student life and recreation. Barbara Witches, accounting. And Sarah Yoshida, anthropology. So congratulations to all the 10-year recipients.
All right, so that's our KPU babies. Just want to make sure that they're all going outside for their photograph. Okay, moving on now to our KPU adolescents. The 15-year award winners, please come up as your name is read, and you know the drill. Make your way outside for your photographs.
We all know that look, don't we? 15-year service recognition, Bernice Allegretto, academic and career preparation. Wendy Belter, counselor. Deborah Blankhorn, English. Jean Brush, academic and career preparation. Roshan Cater, chemistry. Shirley Calla, fashion. Chamkaur Chima, entrepreneurial leadership. All right, get ready for some noise. Roy Chang, network specialist. David Colson, associate dean. Dennis Dahl, learning specialist. Joanna Daly, English language studies. Nancy Dillon, instructional associate. Melissa Drury, co-op instructor. Genevieve Ducharme, disability assistant. Rebecca Fairbairn, fine arts. Rob Finlayson, metal fabrication and welding. Margaret Giacomello, Library. Lena Go, English Language Studies. Elizabeth Gooding, English. Scott Gowan, Director, Supply and Business Services. Sharon Greeno, Fashion. Kevin Hamilton, Psychology. Here's someone who has been very busy recently, Liberty Hansen, Graduation Coordinator. Rosemary Heinrichsen, School of Business. Wayne Jeffrey, Music. Charles Kincaid, Facilities Supervisor for Langley and Cloverdale. Christopher Leung, Computer Science and Information Technology. Mary Lowndes, Student Enrollment Services Specialist. Mary McCullough, Health Unit Coordinator Instructor. And a former student of mine, which is scary since he's been here 15 years, Kevin Mackey, IAT. Don Matheson, Physics. Ann McBurney, Operations Manager in the library. Diane Merriam, Supervisor for the bookstores. Walt Mosher, Network Print Specialist. Charlie Nagtagal, Auto Service Technician. Bernie Newhold, Business Quantitative Studies. Allison Nishihara, Mathematics. And Sumiku Nishizawa, Japanese instructor. Beverly O'Malley, graduate nursing. Mark O'Meara, Computer Business Systems. Dan Reagan, Horticulture. Karen Reagan, Bookstore Support. Kim Renwick, Marketing. Richard Simon, Marketing. Ronnie Skolnick, Academic and Career Prep. Kenneth Stark, Anthropology. Leanne Tellier, I hope, Nursing. Elizabeth Tassetti, English Language Studies. Janet Webster, Academic and Career Preparation. And Alan Williams, Special Education Teaching Assistant.
All righty. So the young adults of KPU are next. Here we go with the 20 years service. Pauline, back to you.
You know, all of you with your 20 years service, you all look that relaxed, right? Or stunned, I'm not sure. Our 20-year service recognition starts with Teresa Abraniak, International Admissions Assistant. Kent Anderson, Fine Arts. Violet Anteo, Biology Lab Instructor. Anita Beecroft, Computer Business Systems Instructor. Joan Boyce, Nursing. Jacqueline Chia, Computer Business Systems. Richard Cuff, Graphic Design for Marketing. Patrick Duffy, Chemistry. Rachel Gilchrist, Degree Advisor. And one of the students' best friends, Christy Grimston, Financial Aid Officer. Janine Hadfield, Faculty of Community and Health Studies. Lynn Hamill, Math. And here's faculty and staff friend, Ellen Hill, Manager, HR and Benefits. Gail Hills, Nursing. Jesse Horner, Criminology. Jeremy Jarvis, Accounting. Celia Lamb, Administrative Assistant for the Chip and Shannon Wilson School of Design. Just feels good to say that. Moira Langley, English instructor. Cheryl Lum, Counseling and Advising Support Assistant. Joanne Massey, CAD Technologies instructor. Scott McBride, Fine Arts. And it only says chemistry instructor, but we know that she's been busier than that, Suzanne Pierce. Catherine Rauch, Instructional Associate. Carolyn Robertson, Dean of the Chip and Shannon Wilson School of Design. Nancy Rachinsky, Administrative Support Assistant in the School of Business. Brad Sacco in Accounting. Another one of our friends, Kathleen Scallion, Senior Payroll Officer. Rob Scharf, Economics. Renu Seru, Counselor. Jacinta Sterling, Library Technician. Wayne Tebb, Dean for the School of Business. Barbara Thomas Brzezi, Access Program for People with Disabilities. Corey Therlasius, Lab Instructor for Biology. Joel Whitmore, Accounting. Darlene Willier, Coordinator for First Nations Education. Noni Woolley, Financial Services. And Monica Wiley, Audiovisual Technician in the library. Congratulations for 20 years.
Just want to remind you to go outside for your photograph. Don't forget to go outside for the group photograph.
Our 25-year service recognition begins with Frank Abbott in history. Cosimo Agostino in fashion. Thorfinn Nielsen in history. Robert Fuhr, history. Beth Heldman, nursing. Karen Inglis, English. Pam McDonald, biology. Marnie McFarland, office coordinator. Talk about one of the unsung heroes. Daniel Pierce, physics lab technician. And another big job, busy time, Craig Reagan, associate director for facilities planning. Joan Robertson, English Language Studies. Nicholas Souls, Access Programs for People with Disabilities. And Geraldine Wesley, Audiovisual Technician in the library.
So the next group represent the middle age of KPU. A bit grayer, but very active. 30 years and still going strong.
Fabulous. That's what the 30-year people are, fabulous. Starting with Warren Bourgeois, philosophy instructor. Eugenia Cullum, computer science and information systems. Pam Galea, chair legal administrative studies. Robert Hiltz, welding. Graham Rankin, math. Ian Ross, criminology. Jamshid Zahidi, economics. Leah Skretkowitz, Geography. Al Sumal, Welding. Pat Thomas, Biology. And Jan Verster in Math. If you've been here 10 years or less, take one of these people out for coffee. The stories they can tell.
Alrighty, moving on. Inexplicably, for an institution that is only 32 years old, we have one 35-year service award.
And we know he will wear it well. Paul Kashal, chemistry instructor.
Well, that's it. We're done. And early as well. That's fantastic. So that was our first KPU day. If you think it was worthwhile, we'd love to hear from you. If not, we'd still love to hear from you. So thank you for coming today. Have a great weekend. And if we don't see you again, have a wonderful summer. Thank you, everyone.